to have 3,000 hits and 400 home runs. It has happened here at Fenway in his last at-bat tonight. A ground ball just out of the reach of Willie Randolph, who went to his left to try to get it and could not quite get there. And now he is being surrounded at first base. All of his teammates around him, photographers all over the place. You can't hardly see him as he stands at first base. And now Reggie Jackson emerges from the pile. He had come running in from right field to shake hands with Carl Yastrzemski. Reggie Jackson, the right fielder, came in and shook his hand coming from right field. Chris Chambliss of the Yankees alongside. His teammates now slowly going back to the dugout as the captain has ended the tension tonight. Base hit number 3,000 for Yastrzemski. The fourth man in the history of Major League Baseball to have 400 home runs and 3,000 base hits in a career, and the only man in the history of the American League. Not Mickey Mantle, not Al Kaline, not Frank Robinson, not DiMaggio, not Ted Williams, not even Babe Ruth. Carl Yastrzemski is the first man to get it done in the American League. And he joins a club that all but hands its members a ticket to Cooperstown. And Carl Yastrzemski has joined that club tonight. The 3,000th hit of his career. A career that has seen many great moments, most of them right here at Fenway Park. But tonight just might be the biggest as the nation focuses in on baseball history. We have just watched the 3,000th base hit of number 8, Carl Yastrzemski, the captain of the Boston Red Sox. A public address system has been set down on the field. Bill Crowley, the vice president of public relations of the Red Sox, is down there. And as soon as they can get Yaz away from first base, he will be coming over. Now, Haywood Sullivan, the vice president and general manager of the Red Sox, Buddy LaRue, the vice president of administration, Carl Yastrzemski's father, and here come the Yankees. Here comes Billy Martin. Here come the Yankee ball players walking across the field. A whole contingent of ball players from the New York Yankee team going over to shake hands with the captain. Microphones all around him. And there's Billy Martin over, and Yaz comes over. He shakes hands with Billy. Lou Piniella now running across the field. Here comes the Boomer, his old teammate George Scott. He's on the way over there so that he can shake hands. And Yaz, as he obviously is deeply touched by this move on the part of the Yankee ball players, and the Boomer comes out, gives him a big hug. What a moment this is in Fenway Park. One of the most exciting moments in the history of this fabulous place. And now Carl is walking slowly over. Buddy LaRue greets him. And very shortly he will be going to the microphone. All of his teammates now are down on the edge of the dugout, standing along the edge and watching. And Carl to the microphone, the crowd standing here at Fenway.
Hey, listen.
In a truly thrilling moment. And Bill Crowley trying now to get people away so that he can get to the microphone. Bill is moving the mic back just a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's Bill Crowley.
A couple of people you should meet. Number one, the man that made it possible, Carl Yastrzemski Sr. Right here.
Bill Crowley introducing Carl Yastrzemski's father.
And right down here, another young man who's been waiting anxiously to see his dad accomplish this historic moment, Mike Yastrzemski.
Young Mike Yastrzemski waving to the crowd.
A special scroll for tonight's historic event. To present that scroll to Yaz, Mr. Bob Holbrook, the Secretary of the American League.
Bob Holbrook, Secretary of the American League, with a presentation.
Congratulations from Lee McBail, the entire American League, and everybody in baseball. I think your next milestone is Cooperstown, New York. Congratulations.
Bob Holbrook shaking hands with the captain.
And now, a special award from the Red Sox to be presented by Buddy LaRue and Haywood Sullivan.
Haywood Sullivan and Buddy LaRue with a beautiful trophy being presented to Carl. Here's Haywood.
I think it's very appropriate that your father and your son present it to you in our stead.
And Haywood Sullivan graciously saying, we think that your father and your son should present this award to you in our stead. And that is what Mr. Yastrzemski has just done, taken the trophy from Haywood. He gives it to Carl. And now the chant, we want Carl. We want Yaz. Meanwhile, members of the Yankees standing by.
Now the man you want to hear from is Yaz.
Now Yastrzemski. Here is number 8. Standing ovation.
Thank you very much. I know one thing. The last hit was the hottest of all 3,000. I took so long because I really enjoyed all these standing ovations you gave me the last couple of days.
A little lightness. He's grinning now. He said it took so long because I appreciated the standing ovations you gave me the last couple of days. And boy, I'll tell you, he's been struggling. He's been under the pressure.
I really don't know what to say, except to thank people who've helped me over these 19 years. My teammates, especially the guys I played with the last 5 years, Pudge, Freddie, Jim, Butch, Rooster, right down the line, Dwight, and all the rest of the guys really helped me out a lot. I'd like to thank Don Zimmer. Heck of a guy. I'd like to thank all the coaches, in particular, Walt Reniak. I'd like to thank 2 people who gave me a lot of help over the last 12 years, good friends of mine, Haywood Sullivan and Buddy LaRue. I'd like to thank Mrs. Yorkie, who's treated the Yastrzemski family so well over the 19 years. I'd like to thank my family, Carol, Marianne, Mike, Sue, and Kara, for putting up with me for 19 years. I'd like to thank the man who held me and always been a silent and strong person behind me, my dad. I like
Getting emotional now. Getting to the edge of tears.
have 2 people here tonight who want who are probably my biggest boosters, my mother and Mr. Yorkie.
In tears, paying tribute to his late mother and to the late Tom Yorkie.
They deserve to be here. I'd like to thank God for giving me such a great body and the desire to achieve this 3,000 hits. Thank you very much.
Carl Yastrzemski, the first man in the history of the American League with 400 home runs and 3,000 base hits. And now flips it back out to him. Yastrzemski outside of the box. Now slowly moving into it. The outside for New York. He's swung around toward right. Jackson is as deep as he can get in right field. Here's the pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. Big hit into right field. Carl Yastrzemski has singled to right, and he has made number 3,000 just out of the reach of Willie Randolph, the second baseman. And now his teammates have gone out onto the field. Everybody out of the Boston dugout surrounding the captain, who is on first base, the first man in the history of the American League to have 3,000 hits and 400 home runs. It has happened here at Fenway in his
A memorable moment. Ken Coleman, I think you did a beautiful job of calling that one. Yaz gets 3,000 in the 8th inning of tonight's ball game against the New York Yankees. A moment Boston baseball fans and Bostonians in general, I don't believe, will ever forget. I've been talking sports with you. My name is Tom Scher. I'll be back again tomorrow night after the ball game. Don't forget the Cliff and Claff Show at 5 o'clock. Red Sox baseball at 6:55. Heading up on midnight now, we are, of course, going to break for NBC News, followed by the David Gold Show here on WITS Boston.
Boston team is always on the beam, cause we got jazz. We Fenway fans, we stop and clap our hands, and jazz is jazz. Those rival pitchers on the mound all shake. They dread each windup.
When I put on that uniform in 19 years, I put it on with pride. I just hope that in those 19 years that I've carried out the name of the Boston Red Sox and the Red Sox with class and dignity. Thank you very much.
Darrell Gould, WBZ News.
Senior Youth Foundation baseball team.
Yes, we just organized the thing.
Oh, you did?
Sure.
Well,